So in this video, I am going to explain to you all the nomenclature of monohalogen derivatives of alkane, which are also called alkyl halide. Now this compound I am naming in both the ways, common name and IUPAC name. Okay, so we have here alkyl halide nomenclature. So I'll talk about alkyl halide first. Okay. Now, here I'll just show both the names. So alkyl halide. So I'll write here alkyl halides. Here I'll put common name. Or they are also called trivial name. And next we have what is called IUPAC name. You all know the meaning of this IUPAC name. So I did not explain to you what is called IUPAC full form. Okay. Now here, let us say that first compound, let me just explain, CH3 say Cl. According to common name, this is called as methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. Now how the IUPAC name is given? One name if I give, you should know the other name by itself, automatically will follow. This is written here as haloalkane. What the thing haloalkane from which it is obtained? So here halo is chlorine, therefore it is what? Chloro. And this is obtained from what? Methane. Therefore it is called chloromethane. See, now once you follow this, then all the name will be automatically written. So chloromethane, you'll understand all the name by itself. Huh? Then suppose say I have here a compound which is CH3, CH2 and say Br. I have put here chlorine, now bromine say. Now this is derived from ethane. And last time I told you on the last video. So ethyl bromide, I can call it here as ethyl bromide. When you go for IUPAC name, you have to call this as bromo and then ethane. So we can call it as bromo ethane. Okay. Then third one, CH3, CH2, CH2 and say bromine. Now here I'll write two names so that you can understand what I am going to explain properly. So CH3, CH, Br, CH3. Now here in this case, both the compounds contain 3 carbon. This contains 3 carbon, this contains also 3 carbon. So we can call it as bromopropane. This is also bromopropane. But if I say like this, then you will not be able to explain which compound you are talking about. So whether I am talking about this or this, both are containing 3 carbon, therefore propane. So here bromopropane if I say and this also bromopropane, the name is not correct. So we have to explain here in this case by numbering the carbon as 1, 2 and 3. And that numbering is to be done only in case of IUPAC name. The number doesn't come in the common name. So here bromine is bonded to the first carbon. Remember, I can number here as 1, 2 and 3. That is wrong. So what is the rule? You have to give the carbon to which the halogen bonded the lowest number to the carbon to which the halogen is bonded. So in this case, bromine is attached to carbon number 1. Therefore, I can call it as 1 bromopropane. Okay, what the meaning of it here? See, bromine is bonded to carbon number 1. Therefore, it is written as 1 bromopropane. If I come to this 1, 2 and 3, this is what here bromine is bonded to the carbon number 2. So here therefore it is called as 2 bromopropane. 2-bromopropane. Okay. Now, this compound, when you are naming according to common name, see the name of this. This is written here as primary compound. This is secondary compound. So here primary is shown by putting small n. This is small n. I'll put n properly. N propyl bromide. N propyl bromide. Okay. So at once you will understand that this is what primary. When I go for this is called secondary. So sec propyl bromide. Okay. Now here there is something I will explain to you nicely so that you can follow. What is this group here? This group is CR properly. This is CH. To that CH there is CH3 this side and there is also CH3 this side. When you arrive such group, which I can also write in another form, see this I am writing in another form. CH and CH3. So I put this way with and the bond here. Okay. Now this is a bond. Then that group is always called as iso. So remember this. What is that here? See again, let me make it clear because many times students get confused with this. CH. To that CH3 this side as well as CH3 this side. If there is C2H5 here and if there is CH3 here, that is not called iso. When both the side there is CH3, this is called as iso. I can write it as capital iso. Okay. So iso group, isopropyl bromide. Now nowadays they write it as isopropyl bromide. So moment I write iso, at once it should come to your mind that it should be what here? That the group should be CH, CH3, CH3. Now why I said propyl? Because there are 3 carbon. If there were 4 carbon, I would have called what? Isobutyl. Okay, I'll give an example of this and let's see. Isobutyl bromide. So isopropyl here. We can put it here also what some distinct book they don't show this that hyphen. Number 5. Suppose I put here CH3, CH2. I should have written in red. Okay, CH2 and say I. Please don't mix up with this and this. This is what here N butyl iodide. N butyl iodide. When I go for this here, this common IPAC name, this will be called as what here? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So here iodine is bonded to carbon number 1, therefore I will call it as 1 iodo 1 dash, sorry, 1 iodo butane. 1 iodo butane. Wait, I'll just explain to you first, then I'll come because I wanted to explain what is called iso again here. So let us see the next compound. CH3, CH2, CHI, and say CH3. Now in this case, the halogen is bonded to carbon number 2. So here I will put it as 1, this is say 2, this is say 3 and this is 4. So don't mix up with this 2 and all on top. So here this is called what secondary butyl. I will call it as secondary butyl iodide. Butyl iodide. And according to IPAC name, this is read as 2-iodobutane. I can call it as 2-iodobutane. Okay, secondary is written as sec. At once you should know that it is secondary. Okay. Now here, this compound, suppose I'll write here, let me try to write within this. Number 7, we'll put here iso, just to understand what is called iso properly. CH2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I. Now here, this is iso. Again, that word comes, iso. So I will call it as iso, and then butyl iodide, isobutyl iodide. Now this is not the secondary compound. Remember, this is what here primary compound only. Remember, I'll write here so that you can know that this compound is primary. Because question can come in what NEET exam and all. This is secondary sec. Okay. Now this will be, while naming according to IUPAC, this is numbered here as 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So while naming according to IUPAC name, this is 1 is attached to carbon number, iodine is attached to carbon number 1, and methyl is attached to carbon number 2. So you have to mention both. But since only you are getting 3 carbon, you are not getting 4 carbon in the chain. Although there are 4 carbon, you are getting only 3 carbon. So your parent carbon compound becomes what? Propane. And therefore I can call this as 1 iodo dash or hyphen 2 methyl and then propane. You have to end up as propane and not butane. Remember, this is not butane. Why? Because you are getting only 3 carbon in the chain. Therefore, it is named as butane. Okay. Next video, I will give more names so that you can be thorough with the IUPAC name of the compound.